This is Family Electric Ghost. This is episode 152, and we finally got to the point where we're going to talk about the actual songs on our latest album, The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb. This album is special because in a couple of weeks, well, 6 to 8 weeks on Amazon.com, you're going to be able to get the physical CD. We haven't had a physical CD available since 2016 when we had our first three Phantom Electric Ghost albums, Something Wicked, Indigo Menace, and Synesthesia, Sweet Neo Soul Surrender. And now we've gotten back with TuneCore, and we're distributing on YouTube. We're on Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, many, many others. So this album is our latest album for 2019. We had another album that we released that's just streaming and download only. It's called Wretched Symphony Number 8. But this album was recorded with the OPZ. It was actually recorded ahead of Wretched Symphony. And Wretched Symphony actually sequentially came after this album. But what's cool about this record is we used the Teenage Engineering OPZ or OPZ, which is a little workstation actually. It's talked about to be a multimedia synthesizer and sequencer. It's more like a little Korg Kronos at a micro level. But you can record a whole record, and that's what this record is. So we had a couple of flourishes that we used our Moog and our Roland, the DFAM and the Mother 32 and the Roland Juno. And we used the Roland VT3 and VT4 vocal transformers with our Studio Electronics microphone. Using our hardware workflow, where we record these hardware synths directly into digital recorders from Zoom. So that's what we did. And this album, we're going to go and talk each song through. So the first title track is the first proper song we actually developed with the OPZ. We had a lot of false starts. We had a lot of stuff that we worked on. But Lollipop All Day Sucker. And this is a sexual kind of fetish funk type of exercise, and not different than what Prince did with Dirty Mind. But the idea is Josephine has got an oral fixation that's, toward her female and male partners. And she just goes on and on about how, she wants to have, this experience with oral pleasure with her female and male lover. And, she just wants to, all day sucker. And that kind of is a reference to George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic had a term, but I actually kind of change it up a little bit, and all day suck her is like a very sexual connotation. Is that it's a female oral pleasure. So this basically Josephine's directing this toward her female lover, but it also is directed toward her male lover because she talks about the candy cane stick and to get that candy cane drip from that candy cane stick and the lipstick. So, and it's a mixture of a lot of different concepts, because you get this idea there's a vampire reference. There's this reference between the candy canes and the lipstick trick and lipstick drip, and it's just a lot of sexual fetish. But that's what the song is, and it was built with the OPZ. This is totally an OPZ construction using the step components to create the kind of the sound that you hear. And it's different than any other track I've ever done. And a lot of tracks on this album are very different than traditional Phantom Electric Ghost tracks because we're using the OPZ. But this song, I think, really has a different feel from the music I've done with the Moogs and the Rolands. So this song is a favorite of mine. I have a YouTube video for it, and it's been pretty well received so far. It's actually been played a lot. And when I'm looking at the Spotify counts on this record, it's actually getting pretty good reception. It is, a strange beast. And the way we constructed it on the OPZ, you can take these 16-step tracks and then you can chain them. But what I did is I actually, instead of chaining them, I manually took parts that I created and manually kind of DJ'd them directly into the Zoom recorder. And then also there's the ability to do a manual override on a track to introduce some of the step components in real time. And so I real time do some of the step component tricks which actually put rules on some of the steps, and you can have multiple rules. But I did these manually, overriding the current track as it was running through, and that's basically how the song was constructed. We've submitted this song to try to do a live performance in New York City, but waiting to see if we get to do that. We're also in negotiations to actually get on a record label. We're not going to say who it is, but this album won't be on that. We're actually working on a different record, which right now we're feeling the next record is going to be on this other label, and we're going to have a distribution deal with this other company. We're going to run all of our singles going forward into this other company that we'll mention as soon as we get the deal finalized. But we're pretty excited. We got a lot of cool things going on this year. The next song is a cancer poem. Now, we had a lot of cancer poem projects we've done over the years. In the last year or two, we've had start and stops with certain songs that we actually wanted to do a full rock opera project that took our poems from 1980. Well, it's like they're from 1997. So from 1987, we wrote this book called Cancer, and then we actually got cancer a couple of years later. But it wasn't about that. It was more about political, economic, and micro level and macro level corruption in society. So corruption within somebody's relationship and a corrupt government, and the different levels of corruption, from environmental pollution to anomie, which is physical, social dissonance, and all kinds of concepts. But this idea of this song, Wreck on Videotape, I've talked about it before because I had a separate episode. Wreck on Videotape is about a porn star named Savannah, who was a girlfriend of Greg Allman. And there was this real bad tragedy where she had a car accident and she hurt herself. I think she damaged her face. She damaged her nose, and she felt like she wasn't going to be able to go on. And so she actually took a gun and she killed herself after the car accident. And I wrote this poem back during the time that this happened. I never name checked Savannah, but I figured I would after all these years, I kind of talk about it because Greg Allman's passed away and Savannah's gone. But this idea was that this poem talks about this all-American girl that in anger left the world. And so I took the idea of her, the anger is the suicide by the gun. And I talk about a cold hard cash about it automatic, and she took her own life. And she kind of went through the gate. The car accident, her car kind of went through a gate. So there are references to actual car accident, and then there's references to her suicide. And then it talks about what it is about industry that preys on human frailty. So this idea within the adult film industry that some of the weaknesses of certain people are exploited, and the end result is you check, there's a lot of suicides, there's a lot of overdoses in the adult film industry. So that's a comment on that. And this is another OPZ track, but what we did with this track is we actually took our Arturia Mini Brute 2S and our Mother 32 and a Make Noise Morphogene and did a lot of analog, what you would call expansive sound or atmospheric analog background modeling. So there's a lot of weird bubbling analog synth modulation courtesy of the Arturia Mini Brute 2S sequencer, the Maths utility module, which has rising and falling modulation, and the Mother 32 Moog. So we're taking all these analog signals. And initially when we wrote this, we did this song, we had another version where a lot of those analog signals were at the front on top, but we found that by putting them in the background and bringing them at a really low volume, they really enhanced the kind of sound of the song, kind of have a menacing feel at certain points. And so that's what is on this track, and we really like the feel of it. The next track is Fixation Blue Mood. Is again, Josephine Electric, when I created her as a character, we created her from the idea that she's a dominatrix. And the Fixation Blue Mood is this idea that she has a fetish for, doing asphyxiation, kind of like choking in sex, but not to the point of death or harm. But this kind of autoerotica asphyxiation. And this whole song is kind of her playing on that and talking about this woman she calls it Fixation Blue, who is this character that we've created that is another dominatrix that is really into this kind of autoerotica kind of choke faced based sex. So it's just a romp in that way, and it's got another different feel than any other song because we really went heavy into the step components on the OPZ. And this song is all OPZ, no Moog or anything else, and it's just constructed in a way that it's somewhat like writing with a Moog. I mean, a lot of what you do with a Moog or an analog synth is you let happy accidents happen with modular synths. In particular, and my Moogs are modular or semi-modular, and the OPZ has the ability with the step components to create atmospheric synthesis, and it's not a heavy synth where you model a sound, but you can model a sequence, and so it is like a supreme sequence modeling device. And this is a good example of how far you can go with it, with a lot of the modulation that's going on the steps in this song kind of show how powerful the OPZ is, and we found it very useful to get our point across. Now, the song Treatise on How to Do That Do is kind of another version of Fixation Blue. It's taken the same kind of motif of this dominatrix idea, and Josephine is just out there in this kind of sexual romp. And again, it's the step components are the lead, and the song. We really started to understand how to use them after about 3 weeks of owning the OPZ. And so, Treatise on How to Do That Do. There's a YouTube video for it, and it's been doing pretty good on the reception. And it's just another kind of dominatrix, Josephine Electric, being in the lead of how she approaches sex and passion. And she is an alpha, and she tends to put herself in that role. She is the queen of the dungeon. She's the queen of the sex play, and that is all this is about. Now, Dead-Eyed Fade is kind of is another OPZ track, but less step components, more sparse, and it actually focuses on Josephine's resentments in a relationship with her partner. This time it was a male partner, and she basically is very, resentful and angry, and it's kind of like a blues, like I'm gonna, take you out to the river, or like, hey Joe, like, she's got resentments toward her ex-love, and she's just taking it out. And that's all I can say about that song. And Wretch Cutoff is another song that kind of goes there, where she's calling her partner a wretch, could be a female or male, and she just cutting them off because it's got to the point where the only way she's going to survive is that she has to break away from the relationship and just cut them off. And Josephine has a habit of being resentful in her situations or her relationships, and being real clear about what that means. And so her term, instead of using the B word, she uses wretch, which kind of goes back to our kind of love of 19th century Victorian poetry and concepts like that. And we talk about Little Death, which is like Tennyson's and the Romantic poets' way of talking about orgasms. Now, Phoenix Arising and Creeping Sordid Pestilence are another set of Cancer poems. So the Phoenix Arising poem is basically a poem about macro level social uprising, and this idea that somebody's going to, kind of rise up from the street, and the people are going to be able to take power and take control. And you've seen, like, in history, that doesn't always work. You get the French Revolution, sometimes that works, American Revolution. But a lot of times, peasants or people at the bottom aren't able to kind of express themselves or get what they want in society. And Phoenix Arising is kind of like a political electronic music. We created this kind of acronym, political electronic music, and it is part of our Cancer poem book that we created this song. And for a second, I'm actually gonna read the Phoenix Rising poem, so you can hear the whole thing. So let's get the whole poem. I gotta find it. Sometimes it's not so easy to find my stuff. We took a lot of the ideas from the cancer book to actually do this project, and now I can't find it. It's always interesting when you don't find what you want. So I think we're not going to find that right now. So let's let it be. What it is, disappointing because I can't find my poem. It might actually be a poem. Now I think of it, it's actually a poem from my other project, which is called Synesthesia. So I think we talked about this in a previous broadcast, so you have to go back and look at that. But Creeping Sordid Pestilence is a cancer poem that we did. And this is another OPZ track. Most of these tracks are OPZ tracks. But it was, this feeling that we created with, the cancer poems, which are, there's a whole set of cancer poems that are macrocosm, and then there's microcosm. And this was part of the macrocosm, talking about social dissonance. So we're going to read the poem. Midnight devoid of starlight, creeping sordid pestilence, innocence by wolves consumed, by daybreak no difference in the day, bullets in school hallways, numbing powders hidden in locker rooms, streets of passion, blood soaked in pain, too many needles, finding awaiting veins, no shelter in the home, blackened eyes see nowhere left to go, a mother's sacrifice for what she no longer knows. Now, when we took this poem, we put it into the song, we took liberties on where some of those lines went. And it's kind of what happens with a poem. And when you transform it into a song, you tend to change where the refrain is, you change where you actually speak it out. At least that's what I do with my poetry when I turn them into songs. And so that was a true cancer poem that we did for this. Now we have this other song, which is another kind of resentment, a lover kind of spat type of song. So this song is Cold Steel Stiletto Embrace. And this song was another song kind of toward the male partner that Josephine had. And she's gotten to the point where, she feels like the only thing they need is this cold steel stiletto embrace, which is pretty hateful and pretty negative, but is where she is. She's feeling very resentful. She's feeling like she was used, and she's kind of holding her ground and taking the night back, and actually being the aggressor and being the person that might take you out of the world. That's basically what this song is, and it's pretty dark, but that's part of the Dark Ghost series of records. This is a Dark Ghost album, but don't actually say Dark Ghost in it because it would make the title too long. But it's kind of got that Dark Ghost feel from our Dark Ghost Volume 1, which we're kind of disappointed. It looks like it's not going to come out on vinyl, but we're going to rework that and see what we do with it with our new relationship we've got with some other with our new partner. But because we were going to put it out and some of the songs have already been out, that album's going to probably be something we do on our own outside of a record deal. But the last couple of songs we have here are interesting because we do get to one song that we didn't use the OPZ. So we'll get to that shortly. But we have Deep Fade Bait, which is kind of the sounds painting, atmospheric, spoken word experiment. It might be the weakest song on the album. Might be the song people skip. It was just, at the time, it was an experiment in the OPZ of kind of expansiveness to see if we could do a sound painting, as much as I'll say about that. But in the Den of Sin, we really like the bass line that we got out of the OPZ on this song. And this is another Josephine Electric being in the dungeon, being the queen of the dungeon, or sadomasochist dominatrix fetish mode. And she's in this fetish bondage mood that came from the first song, which is, that mentions that is Asphyxiation Blue. We don't really name check that idea, but this is the Den of Sin where, it's like you don't know where she begins and he ends, or he begins and she ends. That's the main concept, is they're in this dungeon and they're having sex, and it's just so crazy. It's like a snake pit, and you can't tell who's who, and it's a real sex romp orgy kind of situation. It's very, very experimental, kind of extreme, but the idea is that that's what it's about. And we're not making apologies for it. This is like we're trying to take feelings and expressions that maybe aren't normally done. We were a big fan of Lou Reed. If you go back to the first Velvet Underground albums, he talked a lot about things that were, not normally talked about in music. And we've been very big proponents of doing experimental music, and we're big lovers of Velvet Underground and bands like Big Star and Neil Young, Crazy Horse, getting into the kind of Ditch trilogy of doing songs that are not necessarily popular songs, but are songs that you had a feeling, you had an idea. It might come from a dark place, it might come from a happy place, but it's something you want to express, and it's not necessarily trying to reach the top 10, but you're just making an artistic statement. A lot of times what we felt like Hendrix had this idea is like, you're going to do sound paintings. And a painter sometimes feels, dark and desolate, and they'll create that type of art. You'll get a Monet, very beautiful, very pastoral. You get kind of disjointed stuff with all different types of things that you can see out there in the world with some art. And we're kind of doing the social dissonance, and sometimes we get like a happy song, like I would say Lollipop, All Day Sucker is probably the most, and its Fixation, Blue Mood, or have kind of an upbeat tempo, probably the most upbeat songs on the record. And then that goes to the only real rock song on this album is Midnight Orchid. Midnight Orchid is a strange song, and it is not using OPZ at all. We're going back to our normal workflow and using our Juno, and we're actually just using a Juno, a BeatStep Pro tied to a JDXI, which is the standard Fam Electric Ghost structure we were using since 2016. And we created a lot of rockers that are in the kind of Sign of the Times, kind of Never Take the Place of Your Man type of structure. We're big fans of that kind of Prince rock style. They started with that kind of album. We started doing rock songs like that. Or you could say Never Take the Place of Your Man, is that kind of structure. But that's the idea. And we've got the voice kind of pitched through the VT4 a little bit more than normal. It's more hyper. It's kind of Camille-like as a nod to Prince. We're doing more of a hyper, Sir Lollipop Camille, really kind of tweaked out, high-pitched vocoder to get that effect for this record. And it's a rocker, and that's what it is. And then the last song, F. Mitch, is our node to the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, because we think he's just a total political ass. And so we just took our venom out on him, and that's a political electronic song that's basically Josephine taking a lot of venom on Mitch. And that's the whole record. It's out there on all of these platforms, and I hope that you really like what we've done here, and check it out on all the streaming platforms, and we will put the hyperlink to the Amazon version when it's available. Thank you very much for listening, and hope you check out this record. We put a lot of work into it. Thank you.
What happened to the all-American girl? On video tape. What happened to the all-American girl? And she left this world. Actions always eclipse words. Could no one feel her? Like a car crash, and I saw it pass by on the interstate. Her life was fading slowly on the baby road. word, and no one could feel her. What happened to that old girl? Maybe she left this world. Like baby slowly on the tape. Car crashing past on interstate. What is there about in this? Afraid of you feel it. What's to say about industry? In that prison unit failed. It shows what we need. It shows that feeling melting the blood you need. It'll pop in the skill. Doesn't know much at all. Doesn't give you anything. But a video tape. Just about Panama Mountains. Flick on video tape. This Panama Mountain to that fade. And anger she left this world. The all-American girls. And anger she left this world. And I can't find that girl. Popping mosquito stings. It doesn't numb, it doesn't pain. Material things that numb the pain. Material things break. And anger she left this world. You can say that she was a girl. And darling, like the drive so fast. That she won't take flight. Purchase it on a black cold hard cash. Up to the gate to good night. Say about it in this street. Hear the praise putting me feeling. That poppy mosquitoes thing doesn't numb it at all. Doesn't bring you anything. But right on video tape, you could say it's a Panama toast. The wreck of video tape. You can say it's all about the baby. The wreck of video tape. You can say it's all about the baby. They could say it's not Panama to wreck. Know that you're really gonna fade. Not fade. Don't know your place. Feel. Even feel the fade. What happened to all American girl? And angry she left this world. Like a car crash. Slowly pass by an interstate. And always too late. I'm crying about you. Oh, about I'm crying about you. My dog died down through. My dog don't look like you. I'm crying do is oh, they're crying for you. And they just burning and you seem to be cruel. I know your fixation is cool, so you play with that choker and you play with those dudes. You're pretty cruel. I think you hang out sitting on the avenue. I think you're pretty loose. I think you're making that move. Real estate, dude. What's the flash do for you? Well, maybe that's Mr. Fixation. Seen it true.
This is Fam Electric Ghost, and our supporter, CIN Pals, is having a promotional contest where you can win $500. You just have to call them at 786-562-7601. If you call them at 786-562-7601. You can also email CIN Pals at cinpalsinfo@gmail.com. cinpalsinfo@gmail.com. Their website is www.cinpals.com. Again, CIN Pals, a new type of social network, is having a promotional contest, and you can win $500. Check out CIN Pals at www.cinpals.com or call them at 786-562-7601. That's 786-562-7601. Email again is cinpalsinfo@gmail.com. cinpalsinfo@gmail.com. Thank you.
This is not my soliloquy. You better get down on bended knee. You wanna speak to the electronic queen, and Stephanie will put you down on your feet. You better clean. You better know how to get gold clean. The pig gonna do it to you. You're gonna learn how to turn on the screw. You're gonna learn how to make that move. The pig's gonna do it to you. Once, twice, 3 times more. That flower bone at midnight in the tomb. A peg's gonna do it to you. Know that flower bloom at midnight in the tomb. You better give yourself enough headroom. A peg's gonna do it to you. You better get down, dude. You better learn how to turn both machines on. They're gonna bust that move in the turbo screws, and they know that we love those rooftop dudes. Yeah, a peg gonna do it to you. Oh, how you blue? I miss asphyxiation. I'm gonna show you deep in the tomb. How to do that, the way your lips turn blue. Once, twice, 3 times more. You're gonna learn how my soliloquy. And this is my treatise on how to bust a move. Face to face about the hate fade, babe. Oh, you remember that, man? Oh shit, it's soon to fade. You remember that? Hey, 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 hey. To fade. She wasn't down with the craze. She wasn't down with the fade. Oh, peg was doing it anyway. How not to get caught up in the hate. You gotta get it. You need to get it, man. You gotta get the hate to feel the way. When Josephine and Stephanie make it feel today. It's all peg all the way. Peg gonna do it to you. Gonna show you twice removed. Oh, peg gonna do it to you. I'm gonna show you more than twice removed. Our flower blooms at midnight in the tomb. Yeah, there's more than enough headroom. Analog and digital crude. That's gonna feel in that mood. There's more than enough to fill this room. I think you call that thrice removed. That flower gonna bloom at midnight in the tomb. You call it 1, 2, 3 times removed. You're gonna be with that crew, dude. Oh, yeah. They're gonna do it to you. You're gonna learn how to turn both screws. You don't have to be a teenager. You feel that sad, yeah. You don't have to be a teenager on the show, it's even better. Feel that sad, oh yeah. More than opiates, they can make you feel. Well, you can't really feel. More than an opiate can make you not feel. It's real deal. I'm gonna get even. You won't be believing. Don't be dead, my dear. I'm gonna get even. We're gonna OD on this lean, son. You won't be leaving here. You know you thought I was weird. You thought I was yeah. But I got to say, son, oh, we're wasting time. I still is the best way to make a dude feel. That's real. The way I feel, son. You're gonna get done. You won't see a set, son. Where's it done? But I like all still. I like the way they feel. Done. I dream for you all day? Did I feel like a hate, baby? You won't ever lay with any other day today. But did I feel the cold stiletto embrace? Pull that string, that's the end. Over everything, Don't need diamond, I don't need material things. Just pull that string, and I'll be the end of everything. Where to for you, I bring that do. Where to for bring in the flower blooms at midnight in the tune. I hear that toy bell ding. All the road, lived it. So you need to get ripped. I lived it. And all you need, I'll get you to confess. It is the pretty little wretch. I'll get you to confess. Josephine's the best when he left that soul. Are you not done yet? Still a spark left. And pull that string was the end of everything. I don't need material things. I need the hate and the fade range. I don't need material things. I just want to hear the sound of the dip. Oh, that's crazy. Do it again. Yeah. I want to feel like I'm real. If you pull that string, I know it'll come unhealed. That's so real. Yeah. Magic inside waves. Magic in the square. Magic inside waves. This is the sound. Pulling up your hair. Oh, it's too much. Oh, you want that delicate touch. Stepping in once in a row. You wanna. What? You wanna. What? It's for that fan and flame. You, are you a part of the game? Okay, that's someone we don't want to name. Yeah. Wretch. Get that little dad. Wretch. Get that full back. F. Follow. web is for you. Don't forget, okay? One name, TRRL that we don't regret. Oh, we know that just a little wretch. Very mess. Get your good best. Pretty wretch. We're gonna scream out my name in situation for the best. Pretty wretch. Gonna do it for a wretch. You know what's the next?
Sometimes they hold us at stations, but sometimes they don't hold the base. They tell you can't run, and they kick you down. So I feel the abuse. My soul, it was bemused. Well, that somehow don't compute for a robber, buried like you. The ocean of soul stops right now. We're gonna get up from the depths of the crowd. Yeah, the ocean of soul stops right now. I'm doubtful that you'll be able to carry that load down. A phoenix rise. Phoenix arise. You wish for nothing but bad times. Poor folks, you're on the uprise now. And now the sun's come for you now. You shouldn't stand so proud. The news gonna make you stand out from the crowd. You shouldn't stand so proud. That news gonna make you stand out from the crowd. Phoenix rising. Well, pigs come for you, son. Bad tidings. They call it a poor folks uprising. And soon there'll be nowhere left to be hiding. They call it a poor folks uprising. And soon there'll be nowhere left for you to be hiding.
Void starlight, peeping distorted pestilence, innocence, our wolves consumed by daybreak, no difference in the day. Bullets in school hallways, stomach powders hidden locker rooms, streets of passion, blood-soaking pain. Too many needles finding awaiting veins and pain. No shelter in the home, blackened eyes. See nowhere left to go. Mother sacrificed for what she no longer knows. Like creeping toward pestilence grows. At night, the void starlight, creeping toward pestilence grows by night, dances by wolves, wolves consumed by daybreak. No difference in the day, no difference at noon. Bullets and skulls, bullets and skulls, bullets and skulls in hallways. Yeah, bullets and skulls in school hallways. Always and forever pain. Too many needles by waiting veins. No shelter in the home, no shelter in the pain. Mother sacrifice, all for what? She knows it, she doesn't give off. Midnight the void of starlight, storm pestilence, senses consumed at daybreak in the day. Bullets and skulls in school hallways. Yeah, bullets and skulls in school hallways. Yeah, numbing powders hidden in locker rooms. Tins of passion and there ain't no bride or groom. Too many wounds, waiting, emergency rooms. Yeah, too many wounds, awaiting emergency rooms. Blackened eyes, see nowhere left to go. A mother sacrificed for what she no longer knows. Creeping toward pestilence, growing by the hour. Waiting for that summer shower, but the stench it grows more by the hour. You seem to be conflicted with no power. Numbing powders hidden in locker rooms. Too many open wounds, too few emergency rooms. Got a shelter in the home, like an eyes and nowhere left to go. Father sacrificed for what? Oh, she no longer knows. Oh, creeping sword, pestilence grows. Oh, what she wants to know. What's she gonna grow? What's she gonna grow when only dead flowers are flowers go. What you gonna know? What you gonna know when there's nothing to be known and nothing to be good? How the devils grow. Devils growth of an insane sign. I'll bring you into these deadly times. Wondering what you saw, that demon and explosion came out of the towers as they were going down a crow. Now you wanna know, and now you wanna know how you're gonna save your own soul. And now you wanna know, and now you wanna know, how is it that you're gonna keep from going down a rabbit hole? Now you wanna know, and now you wanna know, how is it you're gonna keep from going down a rabbit hole? Think Alice would know. It's all about cold steel, metal, and bricks. It's all about caricature. It's about fate. And the girls dead all day. No way, ain't gonna pay. Yeah. You know that love is my favorite place. Anything less than hate. We're gonna feel that hate all day. Gonna feel that cold, that little embrace. It's all about hate all day. All about the cold, steel, little embrace. The indigo is dead all day. Love can't be replaced, but somehow it stands that way. And that's what you feel all day. Feeling the power of that hate. Yeah, gonna feel it all day. And it goes dead, that's the way. Feel the cold steel, little embrace. Gonna feel the fact that hate all day. Gonna feel the cold steel, little embrace. Hate for sure doesn't ever fade away. Deep inside, the fact that hate and love will never replace hate. Feeling the fact that hate and it goes dead all day. Feel the cold steel, the little embrace. Hate for sure, feel the hate all best. With that little dab. Where we go next, I'm sure we'll be back. Sure we'll be back. 'Cause you're best. With that little dab. That little scratch. I'm sure you're back. Back. But that's not love. That's just trust. You can't trust. That's just a fuck. I'm sure we'll come next. They'll be back. That's more than you should understand. choking just for you. And you could never deny me the truth. Let's get in blue. I'm doing just for you. You're better than Jack and the moon. And midnight is room. I'm waiting just for you. Midnight, the flower blows in the tomb. Karma got nothing on you. Think that's what I was gonna do. That dude. Oh, yeah. Fantastic too. Fantastic true. I'm gonna flip that switch. The will, the ways. You got that, yeah. 7 years. That's sweet. The will and the ways. Making, that's like this. And you want it. Use your will. My son will, and then you want, I have met, right on.